Well, a very happy Christmas to you. It's 10:43 in the morning and it's Last Chance Saloon to send in your pictures. We've had so many of them, but we're going to show a few more in just a moment's time. But joining us to go through some of the day's headlines first is the journalist Benjamin Butterworth and political commentator Connor Tomlinson. So let's try and, avoid any last-minute arguments with the family that we've got here today.
You've been getting on very well so far.
It's all right, we've been punching each other up in the green room, it's fine.
Yeah. Good. It wouldn't be Christmas without a little row. Benjamin, we'll start with you. We're going to the Times. Yeah. The church blessed us. Same-sex marriage should be next.
So it's a lovely story, actually, especially at Christmas, a day that's about Jesus and Christianity. The Church of England has approved blessings of same-sex marriage, and they've had the first one, which was two female ministers from Suffolk, Catherine Bond and Jane Pierce, and they said that it really felt like the world was healing, that the church they've spent their lives committed to, that they could then also have their relationship blessed. And these aren't just two Anglicans, two female Anglicans, but they're two ministers in the Church of England. And they said they hope that lots more gay people will feel able to be a part of the church and that events like Christmas are for them, because that's how they felt after having it blessed. And I just thought, especially on a day like Christmas, what a lovely story.
Connor?
I mean, it's not exactly biblically correct, so I do think this is the church straying away from its own explicit doctrine, and I will come back to the Venerable Fulton Sheen, who says that the church which weds itself to the concerns of this age will be widowed in the next. But look, as a long-suffering Catholic Church is doing basically the same thing. The Pope said that you can give non-liturgical blessings to same-sex couples and couples in irregular relationships. I don't know what that's even meant to mean.
Most of my relationships are pretty irregular, so...
As in short-lived.
Not a shock. Now, Connor, we'll stick with you. We're going over to something that's in the BBC today. Well, previously we had rancid turkeys. Some people's Christmases were ruined by rancid turkeys. They
can still turn it around.
Well, not if it's gone off.
No, just
some of those turkeys were green, right? But now dodgy cheese.
Yes, between this and Aidan's cocktails as well, people aren't exactly having the best Christmas morning. Apparently, the Food Standards Authority has said that a series of cheeses, these are in the Leicester family, all have E. coli, and if you've bought any of these, you can get a refund. So the cheeses in question are creamy, tasty, mature and smoked. And reminder, those are cheeses, not names of Spice Girls.
Well, so those are basically all the cheeses.
And also, when you said in the Leicester family, you meant the cheese variety of Leicester, not just around the Leicester area.
Yes. Leicester has not gone off as an area. So
Leicester...
good point of clarification.
Leicester's gone off, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, the problem... when they recall items, presumably... not that many people notice. Well, yeah, so they've already consumed the food.
And the advice is this is going to be in your Christmas hampers. So there'll be lots of people that aren't thinking about it, but you don't want to get sick at Christmas. It's a terrible time. But no, it's the Lancashire cheeses, I think, mature Lancashire.
So if you pop off to Fortnum & Mason for what you think
I
is,
often do, Emily.
a perfect Christmas hamper. No, of course
But if you
not.
Google mature Lancashire, I don't know what your search adverts will be like after that.
No. We'll leave that there as a family show. Beijing shivers through coldest December on record, Benjamin, and this is presumably a contrast to...
this studio.
To this studio, which is roasting.
Yeah, it really is. It's a warm Christmas here. Well, we were saying earlier on in the show about how white Christmases are incredibly unusual, and they have been for about 150 years in this part of the world. But Beijing is at -10 today. Schools have been closed for weeks in parts of it. Japan is completely covered in snowfall. Their health services have had to be closed down because it's been so freezing. So, it's not just a white Christmas, it's a frosty Christmas in China.
It just makes me think about how badly we deal with any kind of weather here. I mean, it's a running joke, isn't it? If there's a light dusting of snow, which there isn't even in this country at the moment, apart from maybe in the hills in Scotland, everything grinds to a halt, doesn't it? And you look at what's going on in China now, although I suppose you can work wonders with slave labour.
Just on that, I was reading a lovely news item about a city or a town in Siberia where it really gets cold. Forget -10, you're talking -40.
Yeah, slightest drizzle and GWR call all of their services off. Though I will say, clearly, for all the climate change lobby out there that are going to use this story to their advantage, I mean, all of China's coal-fired power plants aren't exactly warming the place up, is it? So, just throwing it out.
No, that is true. We are now going to do a little bit of gift giving, I think. So we all know that you at home have been exchanging gifts, etc., and we've been seeing so many wonderful pictures. Last chance to send in some pictures. We'll be finishing the show with a couple of your pickies. So, firstly, Connor has been sitting, bless him, with these 3 presents in front of him for a while now.
I feel like they've been hyped up, so, you know, it could be really disappointing. But when I heard I was on, particularly with Ben, I couldn't resist but buy you guys a little ornament that reflects your personality for...
Oh, no.
Here we go.
So if I got these
how it
right...
happens.
Right, so this one should be for you.
Me, thank you.
This one's for Emily.
Oh, thank
Pass that
you.
along. And then this one is the most suitable for Ben.
Thank you very
Ticking.
much.
It's ticking. OK, all right, so should we all just... We'll all
on then, let's just open
See,
it
it's our
up.
personality. Here we go. This is... well, go on, that's a...
Because I thought if they station you down at Calais, they'd turn the boats around sharpish. And obviously, you're the person who brings the most magic to the station. And then Ben... I mean, Ben, if you hold it up, it just speaks for itself.
Oh, I see
It's
what
a
you've done
snowflake.
there. Well done,
That's
Connor.
perfect.
That is brilliant.
Well done,
Thank you
mate.
so much.
That's lovely. Well, can I just say...
I mean, playing into gender stereotypes here, I am the
Of course,
little...
I always do.
The pretty girl angel in a pink skirt. How lovely.
Lovely, well done. OK, well, unfortunately, chaps, we gave you your socks earlier on, didn't we? Now, I did get you other presents, obviously, Emily, but you've had your main presents.
I got you something, Patrick, to remember this weekend, well, today also, presenting together on the GB News breakfast.
Oh, lovely.
So, just something so we can remember, you know.
OK, all right,
years
so
to come.
we'll do a quick opening here, because I'm aware that we want to get to some other people's pictures as well. Oh, this is nice. OK, so this is a picture from our Christmas promo. Thank you very much for that.
It's a picture from our Christmas promo, which you may have seen at home, but we pull the most ugly faces when we leap onto our sofa.
Oh, well,
so
I'll leave
I thought
that
that
for
was
now.
a nice little memory.
Leave the Prezi there for now. I got you a little something as well. It is, of course, edible, so there you go.
Well,
All right,
that's very nice.
Happy
Thank
Christmas.
you.
Just like to emphasise, I did get her more than that. We don't have to reveal what that was. So there we go. Before the emails start flooding
Thank
in,
you.
need to leave him, Emily. He's only got your chocolates. Yeah, all right. I got more than that. OK. Anyway, right, we have just got time, I think, to rattle off have we got a couple of pictures from our lovely, wonderful viewers and listeners? Yes, we do. Keep on scrolling.
Yes, we
All right,
do.
so thank you for keeping us company throughout the course of this show. We're going for Chaz in Skegness, lovely part of the world. Our beautiful elder granddaughter Pippa had a few tears this morning in memory of her kitties, Pixie and Eddie, oh, bless, who sadly passed away earlier this year. Oh, OK. Well, look, happy Christmas, and hopefully we did manage to take your mind off that a little bit.
They're clearly there in spirit for her.
They are.
Lawrence in Leicester.
Watch out for the cheese.
Watch out for the cheese. This is our granddaughter Enid's first Christmas, and she looks like she's absolutely living the dream.
Oh, to go back and just be so kind of caught up in everything like that. Enid, happy Christmas. First Christmas to Enid. We're going to Sophie in West Sussex.
She says, Merry Christmas from Megan and William. Look, I love the Christmas pyjamas.
Yeah, strong Christmas pyjama game. We actually had a genuine discussion earlier on about whether or not we were going to do the whole show in Christmas PJs, but I think this was probably better.
We decided we should go, black tie instead.
There we go. James in Sheffield, meet the little Emily, oh, there we go, who just ripped her present open at high speed.
Look, it's little and large.
And Patrick, your replacement presenter is here. The two Emilys. Oh, my gosh. Well, there you go. I don't think I can have another Emily in my life, I'm afraid.
She's got some Harry Potter Lego, I think, there.
There we go. We've got time for just one more, haven't we?
Kelly says, here is Ellery, delighted with the classic box rather than its contents. Yes, it's true.
When I was
it's often
young,
the cheapest thing that the kids like.
I always used to do that. I used to wind my parents up massively. They'd get me a really nice present and end up playing with the box or something like that. So there we go. Well, thank you very, very much, Connor, and for Benjamin as well, for being our wonderful newsmakers and giving up your Christmas morning.
Pleasure. Merry Christmas.
It was a treat.
We will be... I'm jetting off now to Manchester.
And I'm going off to see my parents.
Yes, indeed.
And my lovely siblings.
Well, look, thank you very much for everybody who's been tuning in over the course of Christmas Eve breakfast and Christmas Day breakfast. I've absolutely loved it. I've had a really, really great time. I hope you have as well. And
now, you're going to want to stay tuned in because there is much more to come on the channel today. We're going to have a whole royal year in review with, of course, Cameron Walker, our royal correspondent.
Oh, yes, indeed. All right, so and remember as well, we've got the King's speech here at 3 p.m, so keep it GB News. This really is your one-stop shop for all things wonderful and Christmas today. Thank you very much from our family to yours, and I hope you continue to have a wonderful Christmas. God bless. Let's get your weather, though, now with Greg Dewhurst.